Hello. I was thinking about the sound game we played last week. The one that we played on the day that it snowed, and we looked around and found all kinds of things that started with the S sound. 7, snowman, sanitizer, a lot of things, skyscrapers. And I was thinking about the letter that says the sound S. So last night I took some glue and some paper and some salt and I made a letter with that shape. And I want to practice touching that shape while I say the sound. Would you join me? This says S. I have an idea. Actually, I have 2 ideas of ways to practice the S sound and the letter that says, let's make a book. So I have some supplies in this tin I'd like to show you. Stapler. Where to put them so you can see them. Here we go. And some glue. Some crayons. And a scissor. And some pictures I cut out of magazines and catalogs. Sometimes I just like to sit with my grandma and cut things out of magazines and catalogs with permission from whoever had the magazine. There's a library that gives away their magazines, and they were a gift for me to do the things that I would like to do with them. So I had permission to cut these things out. Anyway, let's look in here for some things that start with the S sound. Should we put this nearby? Okay. Here's a picture of, that's right, a teapot. Let's see, S, teapot? No, that doesn't start with the S sound. Here's a picture of a little girl pouring water. Let's see, S, pour? No. S, water? No, that doesn't start with S. Let's see. Oh, look at this one. What's this little girl doing? She's got her teapot, a cup of tea. Look at her hands. She's got a spoon and she's stirring. Spoon and stir start with S. We'll put that one in our book. Let's see. Flags. Flags. No, that doesn't start with S. Globe. S, globe. Oh, look at this one. Look very closely. What does that little boy have in his hand? That's right. Soap. Soap starts with S. Look what this little boy is doing with the broom. That's right, he's sweeping. Sweep starts with S. Okay, look what this little boy is doing. This little girl is stirring, right? And he's drinking his tea. I wonder if he's just taking a little drink that we can call a sip. Sip of tea. And sip starts with S. Okay, one more. Oh, look at this pretty thing. A doily. We like to put our vases from flower arranging on that, don't we? Doily? No, you're right. That doesn't start with S. But look here. This little boy has a special kind of driver. It's a bolt driver, but he's screwing it in. Screw starts with S. We could put this in our S book. All right, I'll put these back in for another book for another day. But now I'm going to get some paper. In our classroom we have letter sound paper, right? You remember that? But we're learning these things from home. So we can use construction paper or whatever kind of paper you have at home. Maybe paper from your printer. Bet your mom and dad would have some ideas. All right. Now, the name of this book is going to be S. It's our S book. So, oh, brand new crayons. These are Aunt Janice's crayons. I love sharp crayons. Okay. Oh, I love this color. So I'm going to write S. April's S book. It's going to be my book of things that start with S. One time, a long time ago, 24 years ago when Gabrielle, she wasn't even 5, so maybe 25 years ago, I worked for a kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Jones, and her students used this kind of glue in her classroom, and she would say, just a dot, not a lot. All right, I'm going to put this picture of the little boy turning the bolt driver, screwing, remember? Screw. Okay, I think with this pink crayon I'm gonna write S. Oh, I can't see that very well. I bet you can't either. Okay, will be a good color. Oh dear. Ah, that's not showing up very well either. How about this one? Well, just do the best we can. It's more about the process of making the book than the beautiful book itself. All right, screw. This is the one where the little boy is taking just a sip of tea. Sip of tea. Drinking tea is one of my favorite activities. If it's really hot, you want to take just a sip of tea. Okay, with the white crayon, I'm going to write S. With the brown crayon, I'm going to write IP. Together it says sip. Here's the one with the little boy has soap. Soap. Now, if you have a hard time thinking of the sounds that come after this, you can ask. I forgot to put the glue on. It won't stick if it doesn't have a little bit of glue. Just a dot, not a lot. Soap. Sweep. With the white crayon, I'm going to draw S. With the brown crayon, I'm going to write weep. Together it says sweep. Stir. The white crayon, I'm going to draw S-O. Brown crayon, I'm going to write ter. You know what? I'm going to write it with a pink crayon. See if it shows up better. Oh, there we go. Stir. So I'm experimenting with crayons and this paper. So now that is my book. I'm going to use the stapler. Did you notice that stapler starts with S? That sound is all around us. I bet you'll start noticing lots of things that have the S sound in them. Even comes in the middle and at the end. But today we're just thinking about things that start with this sound. Now I've made April's S book. Screw. Sip. Soap. Sweep and stir. I look forward to seeing what kind of books you make with the sound S in it. I was going to show you 2 ideas, but the first idea took much longer than I thought. You could also draw your pictures. Did you already think that was my second idea? So you can do any kind of idea that you would like. I look forward to seeing them. Goodbye.